Hello, my name is Robert Clark and welcome to show 38 of Omnitech News. Today we are going to be reviewing the Sony VAIO Fw series notebook. Now the first thing I want to do on this review is tell you what this computer was originally designed for. This is a very large display right here. This is designed for a desktop replacement, but it still has some portability. When it was released, it was one of the first in its kind to have a 16.4-inch display, which is an LCD, but the LED hadn't really sprung up by then. But the display is really nice, and you can get high-res options, the full 1020p, the 1920 by 1080p, resolution, and it looks really nice. Now let's get into the hardware a bit. Right here. This computer is running Windows 7 RC, if those of you who wanted to know. Right here we have two kinds of internet in. We've got an Ethernet and then we've got a modem. Then right here we have a VGA port and an HDMI port and a FireWire S400 port. On the other side, all we have is 3 USB ports and a slot-loading DVD drive, which can also be a Blu-ray drive. Now, having Blu-ray was quite big at the time when I bought this, but Blu-ray has slowly gone downhill. Some of you might have different opinions. Some people might have Blu-ray players and are more fond of their Blu-ray devices, but really, it's getting into downloading your content from the web and that sort of thing. Now, this computer is, as you'd expect from a big computer like this, pretty fast at a low price. I got this for 2.53 gigahertz, 3 gig of RAM, a top-of-the-range graphics card for this model. It was half a gig of video memory, and just some specs like that for about $1,300. Now that was quite good at the time of this, and it's gone down cheaper. If you go to Sony.com, you'll see that it's cheaper, the Sony VAIO Fw series. Now I really have to say the keyboard feels really nice. You've got some buffer room right here to lean your wrists on, and then you've got a nice keyboard that you can type on. Right here we have the Omnitech News website up. It also has very good speakers. It has Dolby surround sound, and right here it has your media controls. Can be changed to your liking. Volume up and down right here. Play, pause, stop, and forward and backward controls right there. Now, one thing that was quite disappointing to me was that the function brightness display controllers did not work when I installed Windows 7 or when I reinstalled Windows Vista, and I have not found any drivers. The Sony support site is really not very good for getting drivers. I did get all the other drivers, but getting all these function keys like the mute, brightness levels, and zooming in and out and sleeping and that sort of thing, I could not find any drivers for that. But something that is good though, the volume up and down controls do work, and so do the pause, stop, forward, backward, but the AV and S1 controls do not work. This computer is quite portable, but it does not work with a variety of cases like this. There are not many cases bought for 16.4-inch display computers. I found there are some custom cases from Sony, but there are not a lot more than that, which is kind of a downer for me because I like to have my devices protected. So there are not a lot of things for there are a lot for 15.4, but not for 16.4. I just thought I'd throw that in there because some people like me do like to have their devices protected. Now, this computer does have all the necessities. It does have a motion eye camera right here, which is pretty cool. In other words, it has a basic webcam. It also has microphone and Bluetooth. When I bought this computer, I also got this cool design on the back, which is a really nice design. The blacks are incredible on the back of here. You might not be able to see it in the video, but these blacks are really black. It feels really nice. These colors are very vivid, and the back is really nice and very colorful and nice. My last point I'd like to point out is that this is not very durable. I'll show you what I mean by that. Right here, I do have a lot of scratches on this VAIO. So the little VAIO logo, you might be able to see if I Shuffle it around a bit. There are a lot of scratches right on there. Then also inside the computer there are also a lot of scratches. The screen was chipped in 2 places very, very easily. And there's also some, I don't know what that's called, so it's sort of like rust or something. But it doesn't look very nice. And also on the trackpad it's got some scratches. And generally it's not that good shape, and this is only a few months old, this computer. So it's not that durable, but you get used to it after a while. So overall, this is a great computer that if you're going to be docking it when you're at home, then you can take it to around, which is really nice. Very great computer. I highly recommend this. This is definitely a great laptop. Go and get it right now, Sony.com. Now you're probably noticing that we have a green screen set up, and I'm going to talk a bit about what we're going to do with that right now. We want you out there, our viewers, to come up with a cool background which we're going to use in the green screen. To enter, you simply send an email to contests@omnitechnews.net with the subject being green screen, and then attach your image that you would like to have in our background. This is our new studio setup. We've got some lights set up and we've got some background. See, we're working to create a better studio for us to shoot in. So eventually we will be doing a tour of our studio, not of how we make Omnitech News, but a tour of our studio, but that will come in a later show. So make sure you check out our website, omnitechnews.net. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/omnitechnews. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/omnitechnews. And thanks for watching show 38.